This ain't no joke, this ain't no game. This that CSC game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55 was goody. Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. Another show spread fake news. We just call it broadcast. West Joey, Sam, Sean, Dalton. And you know that boy hit you. He said he wants small fry. Tell him they better make him big. Yeah, you already know what we be on.
You bet. 40. Here he goes. This place is gone.
If we set it instead of the stone, sit in the seat, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
Straight steal of home. The slide. The Cards win.
The magic is working tonight. How do you know when things are
The emotional journey to the championship.
What is up? We are coming to you live from the Shoot 360 studios. It is the longest running streaming podcast series in the city devoted to the University of Louisville Athletics. This is the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast brought to you by Prime IV Louisville. I'm your host, Jeremy Wahman, here with my co-hosts, the big little brother, Joe Wahman. And let's just say, you know what? We're going to give you all a chance to choose this new intro during the show. During closing thoughts, you all remind me if I don't, because it's not in the shot sheet. I just did this while I was waiting for y'all to get here. I could have waited till Sam got here and got 40 videos done. But it's your guy, Sean Barber.
How's it going?
We are still waiting for others to join us, but we'll get this party started in here. Don't forget the Mossy Oak chat line is open. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or however, send your questions on social media. Check on the graphic below to see how you can follow the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast on social media. Hit that thumbs up button while you're in here on YouTube. And make sure you're watching on YouTube if you can. It'll help us out more. Shout out to all of our fine sponsors, Fitness Market, Four Pegs, Collision Course Crew, Tailgaters, Cherry Pick and Shoot 360, Mossy Oak, Planet Fitness, Rally House, Beckman's Fine Blades, and Josh Jarbo from Remax Realty. And of course, our title sponsor, Prime IV Louisville. Are you ready to take your health to the next level, Sean? Prime IV Hydration and Wellness has a special promotion just for you and our listeners. Join us now and receive 1 month free with a 6-month membership. This offer is only available for a limited time, so head on over to Prime IV in Middletown to enjoy their customized IV treatments and expert care. And maybe, Sean, you might get felt up. I don't think they offer that, but hopefully for your sake they do. Elevate your wellness routine today. Call them at 502-251-9836 to get your appointment scheduled. Chat line buzzing. What's good, Aaron? Brian McGlasson's acknowledging Joey.
That's right.
It is what it is. I don't do that, but enjoy. Episode 300, we are a week and a half away from the biggest episode in the history of the podcast. Steve Rummage will be in the building. Chris Redmond will be in the building. And we may have somebody else special in the building. And no, I'm not talking about Sam, because that is truly a treat when he decides to show up. I'm talking about somebody else, a former Louisville Cardinal, a former Division I standout. He is a guy who has set records that may never be broken, and y'all are going to get a kick out of it. Cannot wait for y'all to find out who it is. Guys, let's jump right into it. Y'all know segment 1, I do my thoughts. This is my live. Sean can attest to this. Joey can attest to it. I'm writing the whole game. I'm jotting things down. These are my feelings in real time. There are some things. So I have to lead this off with a disclaimer. The real-time thoughts of Jeremy Wahman do not necessarily reflect his actual thoughts after the game is over. There may be some things you're offended by, but daggone it, it's the way I felt at the time. All right. Won the toss. We defer. First possession for Virginia Tech on first down on the we go to the ground on the first play, stuffed on the second play, or they're on the ground on the first play. We stuff them on the second play. It's second down. Mac jumps the route and gets a nice pass deflection just like that. It's third down. Errant pass, and that will be followed by a punt. Great recovery after first down. Lacey with the return. Cards start out on the opponent 38. Louisville's first possession. It doesn't take very long. It's a 42-second drive. Sam's on his way up here, so we'll introduce him when he gets up here. Doesn't take very long. 42 seconds. First play, Isaac Brown gets 11 yards on first down. On second play, he rumbles. Young man rumbles. 52 yards to the house. It's 7-0 Cards. That quick. Offense and defense cooking on each of the first possessions. Touchdown number 17 for his career. It's a 2-play drive. All Brown. All run. 42 seconds. A lot of us were feeling that did watch it live and weren't playing Mr. Nanny. We're very, very happy with the way it started. We're like, okay, this is the way things should have been. Let's go, right? Well, that's not the way the rest of the first half panned out. On Virginia Tech's second possession, Virginia Tech gets 2 on first, then they get 6, and just like that, it's 3rd and 1. They convert. Card stuff Virginia Tech on first downs. 2 yards on second. Evans with a beautiful open field tackle. It's 3rd and 7. Drones overshoots and it's time for punt number 2. Virginia Tech great on the one conversion plus a 3 and out. It's a punt and a touchback. On Louisville's second possession, Bell for 6 yards on first. Brown for 6. Gets the first down. We're moving. Bell bubble screen for 1. 2 on second. False start penalty, and now it's 3rd and 12. I turn to Joey and say, oh, God, it's 3rd and 12. I hate this. This is when he makes mistakes. Immediate Fish-yeah interception. Moss tackle at midfield. He is the drizzling when in a pressure situation. And just like that, it's Virginia Tech's 3rd possession. Welcome in. Football beat writer, women's basketball beat writer.
Cedric the Entertainer.
No. I like it. Sam Basin.
Man. Come on, man.
That's skinny, mother. So that's
Bernie.
That's Bernie. That's skinny, mother. So VTech, I call them about 18 different things. They're Tech, VTech, Hokies. I call them
They love Vautech.
Vautech. I called them the Hoosiers one time in this post just because I don't know. I hate them. Their running back gets 3 on first down, 5 on second. It's 3rd down, and just like the other 2 drives, they convert on 3rd and short on the first series. 6 yards on first down after a hard smack. 2nd and 4. Drones converts on his first run of the game on a quarterback sneak. Drones for 4 in the red zone. U of L pretty good in the red zone, but we tend to give up points on turnovers. Stop them at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and 4. Stop them a yard short. It's 4th and 1 from the 4. But another untimely penalty gives them the first down. Stupid penalty after stupid turnover. CW curse loading. Leads to a touchdown by Drones at 7-7 with 1:57 left in the first quarter. 37-yard drive for Virginia Tech after the noodle arm interception. I'm a little harsh on old noodle arm this game. You'll hear it as we go.
QB1.
Yeah. Louisville, I mean, I don't say names. But
no, that's why I said QB1.
Fish, yeah. Louisville started possession. Brady Allen's in the game, and we're like, oh crap, maybe there's something going to be. No, it's a trick play. It doesn't work. It's 2nd and 10. We're stuffed on second. It's 3rd and 10. Not the way to respond after a letdown. Moss takes off running and overthrows Hurry instead of running for the first down, which he would have had. We line up to punt the ball. We punt it the opposite way. 9-7 Virginia Tech after the punt block safety, which we are very, very nicely reassured that Louisville has won their last 3 games when allowing a safety per KD. That's Kelly Dickey. Virginia Tech
last year against Pitt, I think that's what he said. And we won that game.
Absolutely. Virginia Tech's 4th possession. Drones runs for 2, 6 on second. It's 3rd down into the first quarter. Lost to 2. It's 3rd down. We hold them to a punt. Nice way to hold them after a safety to no points, but they punted all the way down to the 2. I'm LOLing at this point. Louisville's 4th possession. Nothing on first. Brown for 4. It's 3rd and 5. Bell for 4. We're a yard short of. I do not want to know from Kelly Dickey how long it's been since Louisville has had 2 safeties against them in a game. We almost find out, though. Shank's punt gives VT the ball at the Louisville 45. They almost block us again. We're just into the second quarter, and Virginia Tech's already got the ball for the 5th time. Flick pass by Drones for 12, which he got dangerous with that. Gain of 6 on first. Big gain on second. It's 1st and 10. Loss of 2. Stuffed 2nd and 12. Flick pass for 1. It's 3rd and 11. Time to reload the defense, and they convert for 11.5 yards on first down. They get 9 yards on the ensuing down. What the F are we doing? It just says WTF. I don't use it's touchdown Virginia Tech, 16-7 VT with 8 minutes left. I called them two different things in that sentence. Left in the second quarter. The chat was melting. Absolute disaster in Blacksburg. This is I don't blame this on the defense. This is on the short fields provided by the offense. And the defense decided to wait until we went to Pittsburgh to forget how to defend the rush. I was a little angry at this point, right? But I don't say those things publicly. I mean, until now. Louisville's fifth possession. Lacey for 3, IB for 4, and Bell converts the first down. Cards are at the 40. Meeks drops a 13-yard gain on first down. Moss goes for 12 on the ground. First down, accidental good decision, followed by a Moss bad decision. 2nd and 10 from the Louisville 48. He misses Chris Bell wide open down the middle of the field for a touchdown. Well, he decides to follow that up with Kuriski, pass to Kuriski for 3 yards. It's 3rd and 7. Roughing the passer after a tip pass. 15 yards. Cards start at the 31. Lacey gets 1 yard on first down. He gets 8 on second. It's 3rd and 1. Nothing. Going for it. Stopped. Curse word. It just says curse word. Virginia Tech's 6th possession. Heath for 7 on first. They get 3 on second. We have to reset this at the half. This is brutal. Won't do us any favors after we win this. Exact words. A face mask, though, gives them help they don't need. 1st and 10 from the 50. I'm going to stop typing until the defense earns it. We fast forward to 50 seconds left in the half. Punt. Cards get the ball from the 11. Louisville's 6th possession. IB for 5. Nothing on second. Lacey for 5. First down. Moss sacked for the first time. It's halftime. Horrible first half. Horrible commentators. Let's get this turned around after the half. For some reason, a guy named Scott was our running back for about 90% of the show. And don't know who Scott is?
No.
It was Isaac Brown.
It wasn't just us that heard. I've seen several people on Twitter talking about it.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I turned your mic up. I had it down.
That's not good.
They held us to 132 yards at the half, and we got 62 of those in the first play. Not ideal. But we only allowed 142. The short field doomed us. Time to turn this around, though. Cards only down by 9. Defense needs to wake up, and a certain someone needs to pull it together on the offensive side. Well, 2 people, actually, but there's a coach, a person to remain unnamed. Louisville starts off at 7th possession. Lacey runs it back to the 33, and it's time to start the second half. Let's turn this around. Starts off exciting. Bell for 13 to the 46. 5 more for Bell. Stuffed on second down. It's 3rd and 4. He misses Kuriski, and it's punt time Jesus. Oh, punt time, Jesus. If there's a play called punt time Jesus, we need to run it. And I think they ran it against us when they punted it down to the 2 earlier. Virginia Tech gets their 7th possession. They start from the 19. It's turnover time. Wait, there was a 10-yard penalty on the punt. They get started at the 9. Things are looking up. 2-yard gain, then a gain of 4. 3rd and 4. 3 and out. Defense stops the Hokies. Thank you, Hokies, for the penalty. Louisville's 8th possession. We should have good field possession. We start off at the Virginia Tech 48. We do, in fact, have good field possession. Here we go. Plenty of time. 12 minutes left in the third quarter. 9 yards to Bell on first down. Moss takes off for 3. First down. Isaac Brown for 10 to the 30. Get it started, guys. 7 for Lacey on first. Stuffed on second. 3rd and 4 when Miller Moss do the ball. I thought he was trying to throw the ball out of bounds, but he throws it right to Colin Lacey for a 30-yard touchdown. Just like that, it's 17 to 14 Virginia Tech. Or 16 to 14 Virginia Tech, my bad. There's 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Still plenty of time. Virginia Tech's 8th possession starts from the 11-yard line after an unsportsmanlike penalty for the second straight kick, or a penalty for the second straight kickoff. This one was unsportsmanlike. 6 cards wrap up Hawkins on first down for a loss of 2. It's 2nd and 12. Drones gets 9 on the ground. 3rd and 1. They convert. LOL. Gain of 3 on first. It's 2nd and 7. Loss of 3 on second. It's 3rd and 10. Drones does not convert on a for sure touchdown pass, only because his receiver dropped it. Hit him right in the hand, Sean, and it just fell to the ground. They punt the ball. And what they did wrong, Sean, what did they do wrong there?
They punted it.
They punted it to Colin Lacey, who returns it 63 yards all the way to the 5-yard line. This is Louisville's 9th possession. Isaac Brown for 3 yards, followed by Keywan for 2. touchdown over the middle, Kewan. They lead 21-16 with 5:01 left in the third. Cards currently on a 14-0 run. Hopefully that shuts up all the haters. Ninth possession. Hey, no kickoff penalty for Virginia Tech. Hopefully we do something good with it. Again, Virginia Tech gets a yard. Then they get 14. Then they get 12 more. Stood up on first down at 2nd and 10. There's a loss of 3. Drones runs the Moss play and tosses it to himself. It's 3rd and 14 for a big loss. Drones does another risky flick toss, and the Cards almost pick it off. Punt again. On the Cardinals' 10th possession, they start at the 13-yard line, and of course, it's a false start. We are 1st and 15 from the 8. This is probably the drive that everybody felt the most helpless. Like, this is not, we're not doing anything with this. Why is that? Because after 1st and 15 from the 8, Isaac Brown gets 15 and a half. This ain't they let us know Louisville's 8-1. Isaac Brown goes for 100 yards, which he gets after he runs for 15 and a half. Then gets 5. Bell gets 8. Into the third quarter, Bell's got 8 catches for 56 yards. Brown's already got 120 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Moss 106 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Lacey's already over 100 all-purpose yards. He has 48 yards on a touchdown, 30 on the 1 catch. It's 1st and 10 to start off the fourth quarter. Kewan gets 5 yards, gets us to the Virginia Tech 44. Kewan 10 more to get us into Louisville territory. Kewan then gets a 2-yard catch at 2nd and 8. Meeks for 5 at 3rd and 3. And Moss again misses Bell on a wide-open touchdown pass. 4th and 2, we punt. Virginia Tech's next possession lasts all of 58 seconds as they miss on first, illegal shift on second, batted down at 2nd again. It's 3rd and 15, stops drones, 4th and 10, 1-minute drive. They punt it again to Sean. What did they do again wrong after this? They punted it to Lacey again. He returns this one all the way to the 50. It's Louisville's 11th possession. Lacey for 5 yards. Isaac Brown gets stood up. 3rd and 5. Lacey drops the pass. 4th down and punt. So we follow their 1-minute possession with their own 1-minute possession. A couple of plays don't happen, or a couple of plays happen that I wasn't paying attention to because Jeff Nunn is old and couldn't get a joke. All of a sudden, it's 1st and 10 from the Louisville 39. Drones runs for 11. We've got to stop this. We've got the momentum. We cannot allow this to go back. 1st and 10 defended beautifully by Mack at 2nd and 10. Drones runs for 8. It's 3rd and 2. Tackle for loss by Capers. Loss of 2 yards at 4th and 3. Do they go for it? Yes, they do. Do they get it? No, they don't. Turnover on downs. Louisville's 12th possession starts off at the Virginia Tech 37. Isaac Brown gets a big run, but a holding penalty negates the run, and Isaac Brown limps off the field. More on that in a minute. It's 1st and 14. He hits Kuriski for 6 yards, then Hurry for 7. It's 1st and 10 from midfield. KB stuffed on first. Penalty against us. It's 1st and 25. This was the one where we got a couple of penalties, and it felt really, really like, let's just punt the ball. It's 1st and 25. Kewan gets 20 yards. It's 2nd and 5. Brown for 17 more, or Kewan for 17 more. It's 1st and 10 from the 28. This is the KB drive, foreshadowing. Kewan for 4, 24 after that, touchdown, puts us up 28-16, which ends up being the final margin. Isaac sets it up, and Kewan finishes them off for the 2nd straight week in a row, just how we did it against Boston College. And I also want to, before I forget it, because I didn't put this in the shot sheet either, I posted the polls earlier today, and I got so much grief for saying that we only moved up 2 spots and we should have moved up more. Here's the thing, because we only beat weak Virginia Tech by 12 points. The spread was 10.5. That stadium is a hard place to play in. We beat the spread. So all the ignorance of now, should we have beat them 49-0? Probably so. But we did the one thing you never want to do to a poop team, and that's give them hope. And unlike the Virginia game, we played with our food this game. We knew we could come back and win. We just didn't have enough the Virginia game. We did this game. It is what it is. People worried at the halftime must not have known that Virginia Tech is a team, and you can play like it and beat them all day. Let's see. No idea what happened on the next possession of Virginia Tech because I was too hyped. We were somehow at the 2-minute warning. Virginia Tech has the ball. It's 4th and 8. I missed 3 straight plays. Turnover and downs again. Audible Cards chant on TV. Yada, yada, yada. We're trying to run the clock out. That's the ball game. Louisville 28-16. First ever win in Waxburg. 1-3. their all-time. 49 straight wins when shutting out opponent in the second half, and 4 in a row when allowing a safety, again, per Kelly Dickey. Cards 8-1 on the season now, or 7-1 on the season, and 9-3 on the road under Jeff Brom. Amazing record. This is only the second time that we have ever beaten anybody in football on November the 1st. We're now 2-9-1. This is the first time in 113 years we won on November the 1st, per Mike Rutherford. Ending stats: Moss 19-28 for 136, 1-1. Not a very good game for him, but again, the running game saves us. Bell for 8 for 56. Isaac Brown 16 for 100 rushes for 130 yards and a touchdown. Lacey with 139 return yards, 53 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Kiwan with another stellar game, 12 rushes, 94 yards, 2 tutties. Defensively, TJ Quinn, 10 tackles and a tackle for loss. Clutch Hutch with 7 tackles. Caleb Perry, Evans, and AJ Green, 6 tackles each. We had a total of 5 tackles for loss, all timely by the defense. 0 points allowed in the second half. Cards get their nation-leading 22nd game in a row with more than 24 points. I told somebody yesterday, Sean, I went to go visit my mom, and I went in to get me something to drink and some chips or something. And I was talking to a guy. It was about 4 hours before the game. And the guy said, "What do we have to do to win the game today?" And I was like, "It's simple. They can't score 30." And he said, "They can't score 30." I said, "Yeah, well, they've not allowed 28 in regulation to any Power 4 team. So as long as they stick to 28 and we get 30, and it ends up being, close to that." Me and Joey, didn't we both actually get their amount of points correct? We're way under on our amount of points.
I was closer to our points since you tried to go over Prices Right.
I didn't try to Prices Right you. I wasn't paying attention because I've got a producer for the show that doesn't do a pissing thing but sit here and stare at me when I'm talking. Right now, he's looking at me like I'm a lollipop.
He's twerk pissing right now.
He is. Isaac Brown leads the nation in yards per carry. Little bit of an update. Isaac Brown was taken for an MRI. The preliminary thoughts are that it's not good. There's nothing official been released, but apparently the speculation is, now there are parts that I know for fact. Speculation, though, I do not know for a fact, is that somebody has told me that he injured both hamstrings. Now, I don't know that that's true. It would make sense the way he was running out of bounds. Kind of lopsided, but don't know anything yet. I imagine we'll hear something tomorrow. Bell making a case for the Biletnikoff. Hopefully, I don't know. I mean, if Devontae Parker and Mario Urrutia and Tutu couldn't pull in the Biletnikoff, I mean, Chris Bell's a different kind of man, though. He is built for Sundays, so hopefully he gets a good shot. He leads in touchdowns in the ACC, catches and receiving yards. One of those he's either catches or receiving yards. He's second. I believe it's catches. He's second. He leads in touchdowns and receiving yards. Well, I'll get through with this, and I'll ask y'all's thoughts on the game. The rankings came out. We were ranked 14th and 15th. They jumped 2 teams that were 4 to 5 spots behind us, ahead of us, just because they beat Vanderbilt. Don't care what the number beside their name was. You beat Tennessee, you deserve to jump up, but you don't deserve to jump 7 spots over a team that won their game by more than you thought they were going to win the game. I am okay with it, though. I mean, this is where I'm going to kind of shift the field. I am okay with it, though, because we haven't taken care of business. We didn't take care of business 2 weeks ago. We came out struggling this week. People that do watch the games, it's optics, and that's what they saw us struggle against Boston College. They saw us struggle in the first half against Virginia Tech.
We saw us
lose to Virginia. We won, but should have blown both out. Things will work themselves out, though. The first college football poll comes out Tuesday. There's already been a projection come out that has us in it at the 11th slot. That was also before both polls came out, so I don't know if they saw the polls and was like, not a shot. Let's take them out. Us and Virginia both were in it. I don't, as of this week, I only see one bid for the ACC, but Joey, because I know you watched it live and Sean did not, because he was out. It was a real life Miracle on 34th Street featuring Sean Barber. What were your thoughts on the game yesterday?
Definitely a slow start, slow game on the offense for the most part, other than, some big runs there early, and then Kiwan and Isaac got it going late. But the defense after halftime, I don't get too worried with it. What was it? They had 16 points at halftime. I wasn't really that worried about it. I knew that we'd go in, make adjustments, come out in the second half, and they pretty much, turn the valve off on him. When he had 74 yards passing overall, they barely had 220 or 230 yards total. So the defense, stepped up, played good again. We still aren't getting to the quarterback. We still aren't really causing a lot of pressure. He made a lot of bad throws. Kyron Drones did.
But that had to be because of pressure, right? Because there was a bunch of flick pass. He did a bunch of those stupid flick passes that should have been picked off, or that because we were getting in there. Now you are correct. We haven't sacked a whole lot. I still think you can do that, and I think Kelly Dickey also put out this is the first time we've won a game or whatever without any sacks, or there was some sort of a. But go ahead, I'll let you finish it. I'll look up that.
Yeah,
stat.
I've been preaching that all year long, that you don't have to get sacks to
Sean never gets sacks
to cause disruption. But I don't feel like we really disrupted him a whole lot yesterday. I feel like when they were passing, and he averaged 3.2 yards per pass. Most of those passes are almost like runs. They really aren't even trying to, they really weren't trying to pass a whole lot. And before I forget, because I'm forgetful, when Devontae, you were talking about Devontae and Mario, you got to also look at the other receivers that were in those classes. I don't know those particular years and who might have been in those, but right now Chris Bell is at the front of the pack already. Going into the season, he was one of the top five talked about receivers coming into the season. So he's got a really, really strong chance at getting that award. But yeah, again, it's a tough place to play. I'm glad it was a 3:00 game. It's even tougher when it's a night game there. Was it Bailey that had played there last year with whatever team that he was with? I forget. I think it's Bailey, one of our defenders. But, he kind of had already played in that situation. I forget. He played in an ACC school.
Yeah, the one that came from Rutgers.
Or maybe, I don't know if it was Rutgers or whoever, but he played there last year. They interviewed him before, during the week, and he already knew kind of the atmosphere, knew what kind of be able to tell his teammates. So I felt like they had some expectation of what to expect. But again, tough road win. When you beat the spread, you've done your job. But we left points out on the field for about the fourth or fifth straight week. I feel like
at least 6. There was a 4th and 1 where we were in field goal range that we should have taken the points, and we got stopped.
Yeah. So the fact that we're 7-1 and we haven't played really great football. On the offensive side, we've had good games where, especially 300 yards on the ground. That's awesome, But as far as the offense, there was a point yesterday where I forget who it was. Maybe Meeks had one catch, but all the other receptions were just to Bell and Lacey. So we've got to get more people involved. But when he's throwing to other people, they got to catch him. I know there was
it was Bailey.
Okay, Bailey.
Yeah, he recovered a fumble against Virginia Tech in 2023, I think it was.
Bailey actually undefeated at Virginia Tech.
Yeah. So, but again, 7-1. Our remaining schedule is a combined 22-22. Their records. So we should be we're going to set ourselves up good. And so going to the college football playoff poll, some of these teams jumping us and this, that, and other. Here's the thing. When there's that many Big Ten and that many SEC teams in there, they still all have to play each other. There's going to be people that drop. And as long as we keep taking care of business, we've got, 5 weeks left?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 4 weeks left. If we just move up 2 spots every week, we're in good shape.
Well, and this week, the highlight, it's not an SEC. I know everybody's like, the highlighted matchup this week's got to be an SEC matchup. It's not. It's number 8 BYU versus number 9 Texas Tech. So that's 1 spot as long as we take care of business, which Cards open as big favorites. We're going to post betting odds in the morning, but it expected to handle the business. Sean, I've got a bunch of stuff in drafts. I just need you to look over and just give me the okay to post because, I'm up early these days. But got to give Sam a little bit of credit here, too, because he watched the first half and realized, hey, I'm not helping out the team, so I've got to bounce at halftime. And we came back to win. Sean did that last week. Sean left the house at halftime.
Actually, no, it was third quarter.
Sean, shut up. So everybody, and I've also got to shout out Wes Brocky because Wes Brocky, every time he goes to a Louisville football game, we either lose or have trouble. And he was at the Boston College game. And I told him, don't go. He was at the Virginia game this year. He's been to 2 games. And I told him, you better not head to Blacksburg tomorrow. So at halftime, I texted him. I said, you went to the game, didn't you son of a buck? And he was like, yeah, I'm about to leave and head home now, laughing and stuff. But so, Sean, did you get to watch the game? No. I know you didn't watch it live. Did you get to rewatch it?
Yes,
you did.
I did get to watch
so what were some of your thoughts from the game?
The defense is going to carry us. We go as far as the defense goes.
That's not a bad thing to have because defense wins championships. By the way, Bailey with a safety at Virginia Tech last year, he scored. I don't know what his stat line was. What?
No, I was just going to say it made me chuckle because we're going to go as far as the defense. Like before the season,
no, who would have ever thought that?
Nobody was.
No.
Oh, we're going to go. We're going to be scoring. We're going to average 42 points a game, and hopefully that's enough to win the games. And we're allowing like 20 points a game.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and we extended again the 24 points or more.
Yeah.
So consistently scoring 24 or more points a game, and the
defense and special teams.
And Clev's just a junior.
Yeah, no, yeah, because
I would almost guarantee you. I would almost venture to say he's probably back next year.
Yep. I would think so because Eric McLean said the same thing.
Yep.
Remember, he's on the phone. He's like, he's a little undersized, so I can see him coming back.
I bet he's back next year. I hope he comes back next year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I wish we could have Bailey too. Him and Bailey are just monsters.
So really quick, and I'm gonna let y'all finish. I know y'all are like, shut up, Jeremy. This is for the people of Card Nation. Every week when the 2 polls come out, those polls don't matter. Then don't freaking read the post. I'm posting it for the people because out of the 10,000 people that read it, there's 10 every week that are like, well, those polls don't. And I'm going to read some out. Let's read some out. Dan Goins says, coaches' polls irrelevant. Okay.
That's what I would put more stock in because it's coaches. It's people that actually are involved in the game, not writers.
Who cares? Says Bruce McCrary. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? David Wallace. They hate Louisville and they know Louisville will beat that. Okay, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing.
It's the
if you don't like me posting the polls, then don't read them. Every week when I post the AP poll, they're like, "This ain't the coaches." There's a small minority that says, "Well, this ain't the AP. This is the coaches." Well, yeah, the other post that I posted earlier is the coaches, and when I posted, well, this ain't the AP poll. I had somebody this morning that was like, well, I thought we were 7-1 now, not 6-1. And I look at the timestamp and it's from 7 days ago. I'm like, you all got to do better, man. I expect this from the other people in the state. I don't expect this from you all. Let's do better. All right, Sean, go ahead and finish something I never thought I'd say.
No, he doesn't know what that means. He said, "I got to get started first so I can finish."
That's good.
The other award that we might get is the Paul Hornung Award. With
Your what?
Paul Hornung Award.
That's what he calls it.
Really quick.
I'm horning.
I'm going to interrupt you again. James Gartland, hello guys. What's up, man? Aaron Walker says those are the worst commentators I can remember in some time.
Mm-hmm.
Willie Clarkson said, run the secret play, punt time, Jesus. It's going to work every time. I'm sorry. See, this is why I need to you need to be producing, Sean, because you can answer these people and read some of the stuff out. Brocky says the Miami game was just as bad too, commentary-wise. That means he heard me make fun of him. Okay, well, that should be interesting. Brian says, anyone that didn't think the voters were going to put Texas and Oklahoma over us isn't paying attention. Look, Brian, that's a great point by you. It's stupid, but that's a great point. One of them's not in the other poll.
Yeah.
Or no. They jumped us in both polls. It was Georgia Tech. They dropped one spot lower than us in one of the polls.
I put Texas ahead of us. Oklahoma, I can give that, but Texas has struggled all year.
It's been struggle bus all year. But so, Brian, I respect your opinion. It's horribly wrong. No team deserves to jump 6 spots up over a team that covered the spread and won their game. Georgia Tech didn't win their game
On the road. That's important.
at a top 25 all-time stadium and environment to play in. So I disagree with you. Love you. I disagree with you. Babu says with Georgia Tech losing and Miami getting beat again, the national narrative is already back to the ACC sucks and only deserves one person. Brian Davis says, hey, 55 in the crew. Andrew Mudd says, I was at my cousin's wedding. He had Louis come out during the reception. Well, then Louis, you failed as the mascot as well. Brian Davis says, SEC bias. James Garland says, Sean's still holding his V card. Chris Curry says, any update on Isaac and Duke? I know they expect Duke to be back here soon. I don't expect to see Isaac back for the rest of the season, regular season. That's not anything official. That's just, you're asking my opinion. Hamstrings can be a tricky thing to heal. And if this would have happened week 1, I would have been a little bit more positive with my outlook. But I just, unless he was misdiagnosed and they come out tomorrow and say, it wasn't as bad as we thought, he'll miss 2 weeks. Fine. But if it's as bad as if he pulled, even if he just pulled a hamstring, that normally takes about 4 to 6 weeks to heal. If he tore it, longer than that. So let's hope for just a pull, and let's hope that he can. I remember Lavelle, he pulled his hamstring senior year, and he was able to rehab and get back or junior year and was back in 3 weeks. So it's not impossible. You can't.
On the grade too.
Yes, absolutely. Chris Curry says Lacey's all-purpose yards have to be getting close to all ACC. Yep. Brian says, I'm not saying it was right, but the SEC bias is real. No, without a doubt. You are correct.
He walked off the field, though. Like, eventually, he walked off the field. So that's encouraging. You remember when I tore my calf?
I do. Playing
There's
basketball.
no way. I could not walk. I could not put any weight on it. Now, I'm not a super athlete like Isaac Brown.
You play one on TV.
But I couldn't put any weight on it. So, to me, that's a little encouraging, that he was able to, put some weight on it and be able to walk the rest of the way off the field.
Yeah, and they posted some video of him after the game, but he was laboring hard to walk. He kind of looked like somebody who was trying to learn how to walk again, walking. Yeah, absolutely. He looked like Higgy walking. Go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry.
Well, Colin,
that's all the time we have for today.
Colin Lacey's going to win the Horning Award.
Okay.
He's going
to win the Horning, and Sean's going to win the Horny. Sam, from what you did get to see, I don't know if you got to go back home and finish watching the game, but what were your thoughts?
Outside of trying not to piggyback on Joey too much, but outside of the defense, we have to do something to get our offense in a better rhythm. Yeah. Coach Brahms, both Coach Brahms are too good of an offensive play callers. They're too good on the offensive side of the ball. We have too much talent on that side of the ball for us to start off continuously so lethargic. It puts our defense in a bind every single game. I think they said that we've had a turnover every game this year.
Yep. We've turned the ball over every game this year.
And that can't continue to happen. We're putting our defense into no-win situations to where it's causing us to be behind a lot. And when you start to play better teams and they capitalize on it, now you're putting more stress on your offense. Then if the offense isn't holding up their end of the bargain, then it comes back and it falls back on the defense. Football is a game that it's best played when special teams, defense, offense, and coaching complement each other. And for right now, like Sean said, our defense is carrying this entire team. It's only a matter of time, like how long will this continue before we have that blunder? I hope it doesn't come to fruition, but our offense has to step up, and that's across the board, coaches, players, and everything. That's across the board. But I did like the fact that we fought. They continued to fight, and so much like Coach Waltz and Coach Brown, they go inside there at halftime and they make these key adjustments, subtle adjustments, and it works. So that's one thing I can always rest assured of. Like, hey, we might be struggling here, or we might be down here. I know my coach is going to come out and make an adjustment. Now, if the players follow through with it, so far they have been. But I know that my coach is going to make an adjustment. So kudos to the coaches for making the adjustment, especially on defense, because they came out and they did some things on defense that kind of stifled the Virginia Tech offense in the second half, the way, like you said, they pitched the shutout. So keep it up, guys. It's just that who would have thought that we'd be praising the defense midway through the season?
Not me. No, not me. I know that I've been
Ron English.
Yeah, Ron probably knew.
Yeah.
I know I've been saying all year that I believe this defense is the top 15 defense nationally, but some things that you all have said, it brought to my attention today, has made me change my mind. This is absolutely a top 8 defense in the country because not only are they doing their job, but they're cleaning up a bunch of messes offensively. Yes, we're getting scored on short field situations at times, but for the most part, not only are they doing their job, but they're also cleaning up messes offensively. We didn't force a turnover yesterday, did we? Or we did.
No.
Didn't have a pick.
Nope.
Nothing.
It was one turnover.
And maybe that's what Kelly Dickey's saying was that we won a game for some. I couldn't find it, but it was without. We didn't have a sack either, did we? That's what it was. Without a sack and a pick for the first time in whatever the time frame was. So if your defense can do that and we can still win the game,
we're ranked 11th nationally scoring defense. So
there you go. Well, no, not far off. Brian McGlasson wants to know if Duke and Isaac Brown miss next week, does Sean Boykin step in as RB2? You'd have to think, because we've already seen when they were both banged up against, was it James Madison or Pittsburgh, right? The game after, was that which game was it, Sean, that we saw Sean Boykins and we saw the white running back that scored a touchdown? Was that EKU or no, Bowling Green?
EKU and Bowling Green. They actually both played in both of them.
Yeah, but he only scored it in the Bowling Green game, right?
Boykins looked better in the EKU game, and the other guy looked better in the Bowling Green game.
There you go.
I think his name's Jennings. Is that
Yeah.
Braxton Jennings.
Yes.
I'm sure.
I knew it was Braxton.
I'm sure Duke's back next week. Well, there was speculation he may have played yesterday. So with Isaac going down, I would assume that. Now that doesn't mean that maybe he's not still RB2 next week. Just working him back in, and Kiwan gets the majority. Which
I'm fine with it.
I mean, are you? How far are you falling off there?
So my only worry to answer that question, I still think you fall off a lot because I think that Kiwan is taking advantage of tired body. Now you still got to play good, but I think Kiwan's getting in there in the fourth quarter. He's mowing over first team starters that have been tired from playing the whole game. He's eating. He's getting his money, but I don't think he would do that if he was starting the game. I don't think he would play the same way he plays in the fourth quarter if he was playing the first 30. That's just my opinion. It could be wrong. It is what it is. I have been wrong before, like when I hired Sean to be my producer. Again, college football poll comes out Tuesday night. let's reset. We're going to do our middle of the show reset. Second half of the show is a little bit shorter than the first part. For one of the final times, not the final time, but we're going to go with the hottest segment that is sweeping the nation for maybe the next to the last time. Sean, get ready to take it away.
No.
Yeah, you'd think that would get easier, but it's just more painful every time I push that button. You all will decide. You know what? We're tired of making fun of Sean's lack of love life, right?
I'm not.
No, we're never tired of it. So what we're going to start doing, and it's going to be the show after episode 301, we're going to debut a new segment, which is called the Barbershop, where either Sean's going to give us his best pickup lines he can think of on the spot, or we're trying to decide if it'd be funnier if me, Sam, and Joey gave him the pickup lines that we think would sound funniest coming out of Sean's mouth.
I want to hear what goes through his brain.
Well, you know what goes through his brain. Hey, girl, are you a book? Because I'd like to check you out. Like,
Are you a book? Because I'd like to use my magnifying glass.
no. Hey, girl, are you a book? Because I'd like to find more out about the expedition of 1492.
Then, girl, are you an angel? Because I got some toilet paper in here.
Hey, girl, do you got kids? Because I like to take care of other people's kids.
Yeah.
So we're going to debut that segment, episode 301. We're going to let you all decide the intro, though. I have created 2 unique intros that are just under, can't be copywritten. They're just under the 7-second limit that you can use of a song without having to give credit or pay for it or whatever my cheap behind does.
Just say, hey, we don't own the rights to this music, right? You can play it how you want.
I don't know how that works with YouTube. Well, all it'll take is one time of us getting a copyright strike to figure out, okay, it needs to be shorter. Because with the 55 clip, well, let me just play it real quick. For 55 clips, where's that at? I have this, so it was 10 seconds prior. I cut it down to 5, and I haven't had a strike since. But it's this one. And it's like 4.5 seconds of somebody's theme music that we won't say, or we'll get stricken for that probably.
We'll get whooped.
Yeah, they'll try to whoop this trick. So we got a couple from y'all to choose from. We can't wait for y'all to hear them. There's one that is really, really funny. There's one that's a little bit just like, hey, this bops. But the other one you're going to immediately think of Sean. We'll play those here in just a little bit. Shout out to our fine sponsors, Prime IV, the title sponsor of the show. Speaking of Prime IV, at Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, they believe in the power of personalized health care. Our memberships are designed to provide you with regular access to top quality IV drips and injections that are tailored to your unique needs. Discover the benefits of consistent wellness treatments and join the Prime IV family today. Your journey to better health starts here. Just call Prime IV at 502-251-9836 to set up your appointment. Me, Joey, and Sam are going, what is it? Me, Joey, and Sean. I said Sam, my bad. Me, Joey, and Sean are going, what day is it? It's a couple days after the Miami game, November 15th. Sam, you got to come with us. Yeah, we play Miami on Thursday. Or Clemson, I mean.
Yeah.
The Clemson, they're all orange. They don't matter. After a couple days after episode 300, actually. So maybe we can drag Sam up there with us. Ava is she's very friendly and nice. And we'll leave it at that before we get back. I know. I wish it. I'm glad it's not. Again, speaking of our fine sponsors, Fitness Market, 4Pegs, Collision Course Crew, Tailgaters, Cherry Pickers, Shoot 360, Mossy Planet Fitness, Rally House, Zach from Beckman's Fine Blades, and Josh Jarbo from Remax Realty. Segment 3, quick segment. Basketball, men's basketball has South Carolina State tomorrow at 9 p.m. and Jackson State Thursday at 7. The rumors are that there may be a return on the basketball court tomorrow night for Case and Pryor. In an interview today, Pat Kelsey stated that Case and Pryor is cleared to play basketball, and he has no idea where the report he wouldn't play tomorrow night came from. Jeff Goodman, which is one of his friends that he talks to. I don't know how you try to juke out South Carolina State. So I'm expecting to see Case and Pryor play tomorrow. Jackson State Thursday at 7 before next week's matchup against the Smurf Turters. What's women's basketball got going on this week? They've got a big matchup in DC.
UConn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Threw me off a little bit. So they play UConn on
Tuesday.
5:30. This game was supposed to be held in Germany, I think, but due to what's ever going on with the government, it's been moved to Alumni Hall in Maryland, DC. So,
You're gonna play in Maryland.
That's trash.
But after that, before that,
Protesting this game already.
Coach Walden, Louisville is 3-20 all time versus UConn.
Yeah, it's not good.
The big stars, Paige Breakers and everyone, they're gone, but he still has a lot of returning talent. Ozzie Flood, super sophomore, Sarah Strong, and you also have KK Arnold as well. But it's going to be an interesting game because we know how talented our freshman class last year was for Louisville, and now they're sophomores. You have Tashiana Roberts, who averaged about 13 points a game last year. You also have a healthy, let me say that again, a healthy McKinley Randolph and Imani Berry. I don't know why I keep saying that. But I look for those two especially to take a big jump this year, going into their sophomore season. They were both hampered by injuries. Berry started off the season pretty good, but you hit that freshman wall along with a few injuries, and she just never really able to catch up until later on in the season. But with a full season of workout, being healthy, getting stronger, working on her craft, I expect both her and Randolph to have exceptional sophomore seasons. And then the end of the week, the beginning of next week, we play in Northern Kentucky University.
So we only have the one game this upcoming week?
Yeah, just
okay.
UConn on Tuesday. And NKU on Sunday.
Probably because the Germany trip was expected to take longer, so they only scheduled one game. That makes sense.
So NKU normally gives us a pretty good run for our money, but we'll see how that works out. Louisville they are bringing in a few key players from the transfer market. I really, really love Skylar Jones. The 5'10", I think she's a junior from Arizona. She can do everything on the floor. But I'm most excited to see how Laura Ziegler fills in because we lost a lot in front. We lost, of course, Olivia Cochran to graduation and Nyla Harris to North Carolina. That really did hurt because I thought she would have had a great season this year for Louisville.
My baby. What?
So Ziegler is going to play a key role. She's one of those bigs that can rebound, can defend, can step out and hit the shot, hit the three ball with some kind of consistency. And then of course we also have Tyler Jefferson and things like that, who is an E-Leaf as well, who's returning. So it's going to be a great year for Coach Walls. This team has the makeup to be a Elite Eight team, Sweet 16 at minimum team. It's just how they can get these young ladies gelling and working together and focus on Coach Wall's system, especially on the defensive end, because that's where he values everything is on the defensive end. He might be a offensive mastermind, but it's defense first with Coach Walls.
I just don't know how you lose your star player to an in-conference team. That's completely unacceptable to me. Babu says, how bad are your quarterback traits when Jeff Brom and Lincoln Riley can't improve you? James Gartland with a great point. He said, man up, Sean. We have faith in you. 7th Street's got your name written all over it, bro. I don't know what that means. Yes, I do. But, I mean, I know what it means. I haven't been there is what I'm saying. Let's get to it's not supposed to be a funny part of the show, but it normally is pretty funny. It's rapid fire, and it's by the Higgy. Which one of y'all asked where Higgy was earlier in the chat. If there's a Whataburger in Nashville, that's probably where he's at. Let's go to his segment.
Yay!
Yay, indeed. Where are we at? Oh, here we are. Sorry, I lost my place in the thing. Higgy messes us up one way or the other. The number 8th ranked Louisville volleyball team sweeps Notre Dame for the second time this week, winning 25-11, 25-20, 27-25 for its 10th conference win of the season. U of L's field hockey team defeats number 9 ranked Syracuse 3-2 in an ACC battle Saturday afternoon at Traeger Stadium, and both teams' regular season finale with the win. The Cardinals at 8-9 earns the number 8 seed in the ACC tournament and will face number 1 North Carolina Tuesday at 10 a.m. at Traeger. Good Lord help us. U of L's cross country teams officially began their postseason Friday morning, competing in the ACC championship on their home course at EP Tom Sawyer State Park. The story of the day was undoubtedly Helsinki.
I thought you were going to say indubitably.
Who knows? It was Higgy. Helsinki Caputo, who was named the ACC Men's Cross Country Freshman of the Year after placing 3rd overall in the men's 8K with a blistering time of 22 minutes and 53 seconds. Good Lord. U of L senior Laura Ziegler was named to the Lisa Leslie Awards watch list. Ziegler is one of 20 players on that preseason list that recognizes the top center in college basketball. Congratulations. Sam just talked about her. And there was another, I don't have it in front of me because I thought Higgy would have covered this. There was another one of our women's basketball players that was named to a watch list this week. And I do not have that off of the.
We had Skylar Jones, Tatiana, and it was the third one. It'll come to me.
It was probably Ziegler because she was on 2 different.
Laura, yes.
Yeah, okay. No, you're good. Look, do not forget to support our photographers, Jeff Nunn, TJ Barr, Justin Kruger, Keith Russell. We're adding we're adding Keith's wife. Apparently I'm choking. We're adding Renee to the Faux Talk family. She will be covering women's basketball. Again, it's Jeff Nunn football and whatever he decides to take from the other young ones. Justin Kruger baseball, Keith Russell men's basketball, Renee Russell women's basketball, and of course we got TJ who is the cover. There we go. Sean unplugged my computer now. It was about to die in the middle of the show. TJ is our backup guy, and then our new men's basketball beat writer Taylor Cobb is she's killing it. So we just support all their work, support all of our work. Stay tuned to our social media and subscribe to us on YouTube or Facebook to be alerted anytime we go live, even though we prefer you all watching on YouTube. You can find the audio version of this podcast on over 125 different podcast avenues: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, and iHeart. Hit subscribe, like, heart, plus sign, or whatever it is that Sean does on the weekend now to have these downloaded directly to your phone, laptop, or PC right after the show. If you haven't listened to all the prior episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, it's easy to find. Go to cardinalsportszone.com, go to the podcast tab, podcast drop-down menu. For the old stuff, hit archives. For the new stuff, hit CSE podcast. Our last 7 years are on CSE podcast. Anything older than that is on archives, except for the stuff Nick Valvano erased. Check out our exclusives on cardinalsportszone.com, the place that all began. Shout out to everybody who's out there sharing the podcast. We appreciate you guys. Shout out to Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage doing the Lord's work Monday through Friday from 10 to noon on ESPN 93.9 The Ville, allegedly. Shout out to Dalton Pence, who does Mondays with DP from 6 to 7 on the Big X. I believe he's looked like he was posting stories from the Chargers game today. I don't know where they're playing at, but yesterday he was posting pictures from the golf course today from the Chargers game. So maybe on a work trip, whatever, enjoy your vacation time. You got to be back to work tomorrow night from 6 to 7 on the Big X. And last but not least, happy birthday to our guy Terrence Jennings, co-host of Spill in the Ville with our guy Blake McCauley. It is a Cardinal Sports Zone production. We're very proud of what they're doing over there. Social media, Joey, where can they find you on the social, the medias of social?
Joe Warman 526.
Sam?
Baseball 124.
Sean?
NFL Sean S. Barber 6.
And where can they find you on the repeat offender list?
They will not find me there, ever.
And why are you not allowed within 50 yards of a school?
When that happened.
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Well, I mean, you never mind. Shout out to our guys at 502 Circle, Dan and Mark, getting things done for us. You know who else gets things done for us, Sean? Prime IV Louisville. Did you know that regular IV therapy can help improve your energy levels, boost your immune system, and enhance your overall well-being? At Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, their memberships offer a convenient way to maintain your health with monthly treatments. Visit them at Prime IV in Middletown to learn more about how their wellness plans can support your lifestyle and help you feel your best every day. Call them at 502-251-9836 to set up your appointment. We're going to get Sam out there with us so he can try it out and see how he likes it. He may not like it. Look, the big thing for me, let's step back for a second. The big thing for me was the price. Is it a little expensive? Yes. Anything that's worth a piss is expensive. So then when people tell me, oh, you got to pay X amount of dollars for that, and it's like, well, you spend probably, not judging anybody, but some people spend hundreds of dollars on alcohol a month. Some people spend hundreds of dollars on recreational drugs a month, or cigarettes, or betting, or going out. So if you just take a little bit from each one of those pools.
Or cocaine and hookers.
Shout out to 2.5 Man.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was attested for by the other stuff I said. But
oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
But if you take a little bit from those other pools, it's easy. And the thing is, it helps you. It makes you feel better. And this isn't people just trying to get you to buy a service because they're sponsored by them. I legitimately went from feeling like
used them before they were a sponsor.
Crap. And I used them before they were a sponsor. I felt like crap all the time. And yes, I just went through a bunch of trauma with surgeries and stuff, but I had no idea I was dehydrated. And once I got in there and used them, I felt like a brand new man within like an hour and a half. I was doing cartwheels, and I was in the bed, but I was doing cartwheels. I felt good enough to come straight home and rest. I hadn't rested in weeks. I came straight home, had me a nice nap. I woke up. I was breakdancing. I don't know why. But I felt really good. Joey tried it. He felt good after. Sean tried it. Still a virgin, but felt really good after it. It's it really is.
Well, that's not what the V stands for.
No. The V in Prime IV does not stand for that. That is true. Our guy Austin, what's good, y'all? What's up, Austin?
Sean IV. Sean, I'm a virgin.
I think that might be what it's. So listen, we have asked the entire show, right? We have told you all. We foreshadowed this a little bit before we get to everybody's final thoughts. We told you all that Sean's going to have a new intro, and I can't. The only thing I hate is that I can't show it to everybody here in the studio because we don't have that kind of compatibility or connectivity just yet. But we're going to give you all two choices, and we want you all to tell us which one should be Sean's new segment header.
Can you put them on Twitter?
I guess I could.
I'm just saying, might be able to do like a Twitter poll.
Sean would enjoy the Twitter poll or any kind. So I'm going to give you all the options. We'll do it for you all first. There's still 2 weeks before we debut this. Exclusive for viewers. Here's option number 1. Definitely wasn't twerking to that. But here's the second one. I think this one will be the runaway. When you talk about spreads, the spread for this one to win is probably 55. Here's number 2. No, it's too much.
I said no.
Okay.
Yeah,
I should have recorded you doing that last part at the end of this.
Well, we can always.
We still can't fix that.
Yeah.
Y'all let us know which one you like. Do you like Mystical Magical Sean? Or do you like Never Gonna Get It Sean? Let us know.
I was number 1, okay, Sean. I have faith in you. I have faith. It might be blind faith, but I have
No.
mustard seed faith, but
Nope.
I have faith.
None. Zilch. Nada.
Sean?
Nada.
Okay, so let's pull the curtain back here a little bit.
Zero.
We are physically, us three are physically you're gonna have to hold a leg. I'm gonna have to hold a leg, and I'm gonna have to like push his back in order for him to get any kind of act. No, not in the bed. I'm just saying towards a girl, not like You grab an arm, Sam grabs an arm. I'll have to shove him as hard as I can.
No, we'll just roofie him.
Sure,
We'll just say we'll put a roofie in his water and leave him in there and just tell her a joke.
and let nature take its course.
Well, we'll find one of them that like you still stay conscious, like you can see and hear and everything, but you just can't move. So at least his eyes can move around. And be like, oh, this is amazing.
We at Cardinal Sports Zone do not condone using roofies.
Some barbiturates.
I'm gonna give you some free game that I used to use, Sean. But you gotta take it. I'm putting it out there for people, but
That's
you
the
gotta
problem.
take
He
it.
ain't taking nothing.
You gotta take it. And maybe if you use it next year, use it at some point.
Yeah, it's a
in time.
wash for 2025.
Yeah, no, it's not because
Yeah, it is.
if
the holidays are coming up, you know where he's going to be.
Ditch the family for one night, sir. I think it's called Black Wednesday. It's the Wednesday before. It's the Wednesday before.
Are we getting canceled?
No.
Okay.
It's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, where a lot of people come in town and they want to. They go out to different clubs, and it's especially college people. But we're too old. You're too. Yeah, don't do the college.
No, heck no, they don't matter.
Okay. Well, anyway, just go to the club.
Find daddy.
Find the most attractive, beautiful woman you see in the line, right? You just go up to her, say, hi, my name is Sean. I think you're beautiful. What's your name? Right? Most likely, she already knows how she already knows that she looks good or whatever.
She already knows.
Right, but you're going to be the first person to tell her that before she get in the club. All right, make sure you tell her your name and she gives you her name afterwards. You go in the club or whatever. Wait about 2 hours, or whatever the case may be. You go up, you cross paths with her again. You say, "Hey, how you doing?"
So and so.
There you go.
I'm good. I'm a little tipsy now.
And the rest is all up to you, because now you already told her first before what everybody else who with a drink in their hand or trying to feed her a drink. You already told her how she looks, but it's validation to what she already knows. Okay.
That's when you say, "Hey, how you want to get a pizza?"
Don't finish that. Don't finish that.
But
we all know what the rest of it is.
But now you already laid the groundwork, small and subtle. You laid the groundwork. Now you can have a conversation, and I know you can have a conversation, and you take it from there. It's free and easy. It's never failed me yet.
Listen, if anybody knows anything about free and easy, it's Sam. So you should listen. You gotta listen to him.
Here's how this is gonna go. He's gonna walk up and be like, "Hi, my name is." And then walk away. He's gonna come for a sideways five, like just like, nah.
Listen to this. 1, 2, 3. The most powerful weapon you have when it comes to approaching women is confidence. They feed off of that. So you gotta be confident in the way you say, "Hi, I think you look beautiful. My name is Sean. What's your name?" If you don't exude confidence, buddy, you better find it.
But listen, and we've already got some people coming in. They say number 2 easily, the one that we said.
Never gonna get it.
But here's how that's gonna go, and I'm gonna be Sean in this situation. Hey, girl, you look beautiful tonight. Is there any way that I can get you to call the operator for me, because I think my car's getting towed and I need my phone's broke, my penis is bent, and I need some help.
I got pierogies disease.
Peronis. Sean's got a potato.
He got a crooked D.
Oh, potato. Yeah, man. Higgy, what do you think?
Sean be like, "Hi, my name's Sean. What's yours?" "Sarah." "Hi, Sarah. Did you know that in 1905,
historical facts.
Henry Ford, blah, blah, blah." "I did not know that." "All right, well, have a good night."
Please do not do that, Sean.
Excuse me, man, but did you know that SMU Stadium was not actually named after a president? No, I didn't know that, Sean.
What's SMU? That's what they're going to say.
Well, I don't know, but you can S it. Never mind.
Punch above your weight class, sir. We've all done it before.
Take the shot. You're always yelling at Brom to take the shot, sir.
Shoot.
You take the shot. Throw the deep ball.
Or find the two. Find the easy layup, dude. Take the easy layup. Don't shoot the 3/4. I mean, try them both. Like, you start off with what he said, and then when you're in there, if things ain't popping, find the easy two.
Yeah, there's always a less attractive girl in the group of friends. Find her, make her feel like a queen, and I guarantee you the other ones notice.
Cardinal Sports Zone does not condone the act
You're
of
like, why is he talking to
fishing.
her?
There you go. Because
He
they
should be
know
talking to me.
in every group of girls, they
That's
know
very
they
true.
know the pecking order.
Jealous.
They know it.
Jealous, too.
So if you find the least attractive one and you stand out to her, make her look like the queen, make her feel good, they notice that.
Don't wear your V-neck, though.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have a V-neck. He's got a V.
Yeah, don't look comfortable.
Look uncomfortable.
This dude's got a W neck. What are you talking about? A V-neck. It's really relaxed.
You got a U-neck.
What do you think? Why do you think we try to take you out with us when we go to do stuff? It's because you're the less attractive friend.
Hold on, everybody's
You instantly up.
Yeah.
You-
Thanks, Sean.
Wow.
The ball closed at 9. We took him to get ice cream. When the freak did we get ice cream?
Oh man.
Sean's our ringer.
Oh my god. Scott, what you're doing. Joey, final thought. We got to end this show. Joey, final thoughts.
It's a good day to be a Card. Tomorrow, we got basketball regular season starting. We're 7-1 in football. Unfortunately, have to play in Maryland for women's basketball. That's very unfortunate. Yeah, let's just keep the momentum rolling.
Sam?
Go Cards. Like Joey said, I said it before, it's my favorite time of the year. You get men's basketball, women's basketball. You still got football.
Volleyball.
Everything that's going on in the city right now. So
Will Smith hit a game World Series home run winner.
Shout out to Willie.
I thought he was done for, but I guess I was wrong. But
Three Cardinals get a ring.
Just go ahead and continue to support our student athletes in some way, shape, or form, and keep the negativity to yourself. Let Coach Brom cook, and I'm excited to see what Coach Kelty and Coach Walsh going to do this year.
Well, as long as you don't keep cooking like the Swedish chef, I'll be okay. There's
Borksy
board looking at. Sean?
It was Merkin season in Blacksburg.
It's 12 points, Merkin.
Thanksgiving came early. It came a little early for the Cards.
So we had some
they
turkey?
killed a bunch of turkeys and feasted. So
It's kind of dark, Sean.
It's funny that you should use that line.
It's kind of.
Thanksgiving came early. What? It's not Thanksgiving yet. Not even close.
Is a Hokie a turkey? What is a Hokie, Sean?
it's a turkey.
Okay. Well, look. The only thing I want to add to what they've said is the first college football playoff poll comes out Tuesday night after the Louisville game. So make sure you're watching. Should be a top 14 starting point for the Cardinals. There's been I think the stat earlier was there's been at least two from 10 to 14 that have ended up in the playoff. When it was less teams. So starting off at 14 or somewhere around that will be very good for us. I don't really have too much to add to that. Again, episode 300 coming to you. Is it a week from this coming Thursday? A week from this coming Thursday, we will preview Clemson, the Orange Deuce from Clemson. Maybe we'll see if Eric will jump on to give us a little preview during that, or I don't know. We'll see. But we know we got Chris Redmond. We know we got Steve Rummage. We know we got us. How about, before I get to the last part of my final thoughts, how about immediately after the World Series ends last night, the Dodgers put out a promo video about They Not Like Us, making fun of Drake, who's from Toronto.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was amazing. I can't say it because I'll get the strike. But again, episode 300, a week from Thursday, we'll preview Clemson and have a good old reunion. It'll probably be a long show, so mark off some time, 90 minutes for your Thursday evening that night as we play Clemson Friday night in prime time. Hopefully by that time we'll be in the top 10. Take care of California. Who do we have after California? Is it Clemson after California? Okay, we'll take care of California.
Clemson, SMU, and then the other team.
I don't know. TON. You know what? Or TOT. We need to start putting them on our schedule as that. Michigan and Ohio State do it. I think we should do it too. Again, another shout out. Renee Russell, Keith Russell, Taylor Kopp. Great additions to the website and the Photog team and Beat Right team. With Taylor and Sam, you got the most comprehensive coverage here in the city. So, and Taylor's just getting started. So if some of her early stuff looks a little rough, don't worry. It'll get better. It is what it is. I promise you. But for Sean One-Handed Barber, for Sam Bazin, men's football beat writer and women's basketball beat writer, and for Joe Wallman, I am Jeremy Wallman. That music's way too loud. Thanks again for all the support. We love you guys. Until next time, this has been the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast.